IGCSE Economics Developed and Underdeveloped Countries, Crazy IGCSE. Welcome back to Crazy IGCSE. For those of you who are new to my channel, hi, this is Crazy IGCSE, where you can study 7 IGCSE subjects, which include business, economics, accounts, biology, physics, maths, ESL. Also, it includes solved past papers, paper structures, tips for A star. And here is IGCSE at your fingertips. So please subscribe and like the video. So let's look at economic development. So economic development is basically when there is an increase in the production and the productive capacity of the country, an increase in the wealth of the country, and if the government has a high government revenue, then that will also lead to economic development as there will be more government spending. Then in economic development, the government's aim will be to move from a developing to a developed country. Now let's look at developed countries, the features of them. So in a developed country, there will be high life expectancy due to excellent healthcare. Living standards will be high as people will be having high disposable income, which means they can spend more on goods and services. Increased economic growth as there will be increased aggregate demand. The output produced in the country will be high as well. Low death rate due to the good quality healthcare, improved infrastructure, which will be to attract tourism, improved education to increase the skills and qualifications and increase labor productivity. Some examples of developed countries include USA. The underdeveloped countries is those which have low GDP. There will be low output due to the low aggregate demand, lower living standards. For example, if income tax is high, so people will have less disposable income and that will reduce their expenditure and lead to lower living standards as they won't be able to afford goods and services. High birth rate as people won't be educated about the consequences of high birth rate and they'll not be educated on birth control. High death rate because there won't be any good healthcare systems in the country. Less education, the government won't be taking interest in providing quality education, which will reduce the skills and qualifications of the future labor. So that will reduce the productivity. Low infrastructure will lead to less tourism, less productivity as workers will not be having enough skills. They'll be reducing their efficiency, which will make them inefficient in producing goods and services and reducing the output in the country. In developing economies, countries that are becoming developed by expanding the industrial sector, and these are the ways like they'll be trying to move to developed. So they will try and improvise the poverty. They will be moving to the tertiary sector, although they may still be at the primary and secondary sector position. They will have high foreign investments and they will have um, poverty improvisation schemes and stuff, but they will still face low living standards as they will have high unemployment, which will reduce the disposable income of people, reduce the um, goods and services which they can buy, and that will reduce the living standards as they won't be experiencing good quality service as other countries will be providing to their citizens. Now, reasons for low economic development is due to dependence on agriculture. So, most of the low underdeveloped economies they have major business activity in the primary sector, which is basically like agriculture, mining, fishing. So, for them, their main source of income is agriculture by farming, and that's when they have increased dependence on agriculture, which means that there will be less trade occurring in the country. There'll be low savings. Government will not have enough government revenue from the taxes, or they might be having increased government debt. Lack of capital, they won't have enough to provide for government spending. Low investment in infrastructure. If there is low investment in infrastructure, it will not attract foreign investment, neither will it attract tourists. So that will reduce their tourism income. Then increased population. If there's increased population, there may be depletion of some of the scarce resources for producing food. And war or conflicts. If there is war, then there will be disruption of output, and also it could cause problems in the infrastructure of the country. So that will also cause low economic development. Also, if there are unstable governments, which means if governments don't have a keen interest in providing good education, healthcare system to the citizens, then that may also cause low economic development. Now, this is the end of our topic. I hope you understood this topic well. Please do subscribe and like this video, and thank you for watching Crazy IGCSE.